going to learn about ratio tables and ratio language.
Lesson 1-9, Ratio Tables and Ratio Language. Make a ratio table for the following situation. There are 2 dogs for every 3 cats at the park. I know that sounds weird, but just pretend like there's a ton of cats just hanging out at the park. But we're going to say there's 2 dogs for every 3 cats. So to solve this, I'm going to set up my ratio table. So there's 2 things that are being compared. We have dogs being compared to cats. I know from the problem that there are 2 dogs for every 3 cats at the park. So now that I've got my units, I can draw my table and I can complete it. So, if I start out with my dog side, I know that I'm going to be increasing at a unit rate of +2 each time. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus another 2 is 6, plus another 2 is 8, and plus another 2 is 10. So here we have our dogs column. If you remember from yesterday, that is a rate table because it is going up by a constant rate. We're making it into a ratio table because we're also comparing it to another rate table, which is going to be the cats. From our situation, we know that we are going to have a unit rate of 3. So each time we're going to increase by +3. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. And 12 plus 3 is 15. Now we have created our ratio table. I can circle my 2 unit rates at the top. This is also known as the basic ratio. The basic ratio is the unit rate that you started out with. It is the constant rate that we are increasing by each time. Our linking unit is our imaginary column that we could have over here. In this case, we could say rows. So it's increasing by each row. We're not talking about another day or another week. It's just increasing by a row. So let's look at that basic ratio and see how we can write it. We're going to write it using ratio language. So for example, we could write a sentence. The ratio of dogs to cats is 2. Then I'm going to use the word to 5. We could also just say 2 to 5. Or another way to write a ratio is to write it 2 colon 5. When you see this, you're going to read it 2 to 5. So these are 3 different ways to write a ratio using ratio language. Today, you have learned. All right, Nala was just grabbing your homework again. It's all right. I got it. Good girl, Nala. Okay, I gave her a treat. We're good. As I was saying, Today you learned how to make a ratio table and how to use ratio language.